Today's video is a quick overview of the SwiftPress vacuum former and an explanation of what the workflow looks like when you're using a small format non-membrane vacuum former. That's the part that people get confused about when they look at this. They ask, where's the silicone membrane? There isn't one. You don't need it. This system actually uses the hot plastic itself to form a seal around your mold so that the vacuum pump can draw out the remaining air volume that's in between the mold and the Kydex. If you purchase a SwiftPress, what you'll get is the half-inch thick machined aluminum deck with the grippy rubber feet and the half-inch push-to-connect fitting on the bottom. You'll get a roll of breather mesh. This is permeable mesh that you'll cut up and put underneath your molds to distribute the vacuum evenly out to all the edges of the mold. And then you'll get a length of half-inch vacuum-rated line to connect your press to your pump. The SwiftPress is designed to work with a very simple plumbing system. You don't need a surge tank, you don't need any ball valves, and you don't need any kind of manifold system with a pressure-controlled switch. You don't need any of that. Just plumb the press directly to your pump, and you're ready to go. I have a couple of molds here. These are CNC machined molds for magazine carriers. If I was going to form one of these on a SwiftPress, I would take the mold and I would cut a piece of breather mesh that was the size of the mold. The breather mesh goes down first, the mold goes on top of it, and then, before I heat any plastic up, I'm going to preset the frame size so it fits fairly snugly around the outside of the mold so I can get a good seal tight to the mold on all the sides without having to use a large oversized piece of plastic. So this is how you adjust the frame. It's aluminum extrusion. It's got brackets at 4 corners. It comes fully expanded, and then you can easily scale it down to match any mold size that fits on the tray. So you just loosen it at the 4 corners and then scale the frame down until you've got a little bit of margin. I usually leave at least a 1/4 inch total margin, so about 1/8 of an inch per side, and then tighten it down. And then you're ready to go. You can heat plastic, and when the plastic comes out of your t-shirt press hot, what you'll do is, just before you pull the plastic, turn your vacuum pump on so that it's drawing air. Take the plastic out of the t-shirt press, lay it over your mold quickly, but making sure that you've got the plastic with an even margin around the mold. Then you take your frame and you just lay it over the plastic and press it down around the mold until the plastic touches the deck all the way around, and immediately a seal forms and the vacuum pump pulls the air out. You'll be able to see it as you're forming. You lay the frame down, and almost immediately the plastic is in shape. One of the other big advantages of this system is because there's no silicone layer insulating the plastic. As soon as you've achieved vacuum, you can start cooling it. You can cool it with a fan, you can cool it with compressed air. Some guys like to use a little mist bottle to cool the plastic. And you can usually get your plastic cool enough to demold in about 25 to 30 seconds. Then when your plastic is cool enough, you simply lift the frame off. Then you'll take your mold, you'll take it out of the plastic, you leave your breather mesh there, you can put the mold right back down again and go again. Because the hot plastic is in contact with the mold for such a short period of time, your molds don't get as hot as quickly. So you can cycle them more often before you have to set them aside to let them cool. Or if you have a bunch of different things you're making, you can just cycle them on and off the press and let them cool while you're working on something else. So that's the basics of the SwiftPress. I'll have more videos coming up that will actually show forming and some close-ups so you can see exactly how the process works. I just wanted to answer the basic questions like, where's the silicone? And if you have other questions, post them in the comments and I will do my best to respond to them with detailed explanations in the upcoming videos. Thank you very much.